Hello and welcome to this Bible video brought to you by Hebrew Bible Verse a Day. We look at a verse every single day, starting off with Genesis, with Bereshit. We're now on chapter 2, verse 6. So what we like to do is to read the Hebrew and then the English, go through the Hebrew a bit slower and translate each word. And then at the end, we'll go through the Hebrew very, very slowly and read it together so that you do start to learn how to read Hebrew. So without delay, let's read the Hebrew. Ve'ed ya'aleh min ha'aretz, v'hishka et kol pnei ha'adama. So let's read the English. But there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. Okay. So ed is mist or vapor. Let's just go to the slide before. Ya'aleh, oleh, aliyah means to go up. Min ha'aretz, from the land, from the earth. V'hishka, and it watered. Et kol pnei ha'adama. Et is like the, kol is or, pnei is the face-off or the plane of Adama, of the ground or of the earth. So ve'ed ya'aleh min ha'aretz v'hishka et kol pnei ha'adama. And there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. Pretty short verse today. Let's just go and read it really slowly. Okay, so we've got a vav. If you remember, if there's a dot above it, it's an o sound. If there's a dot in the middle of it, it's an u sound. With two dots underneath, it's v. Got an aleph, which is like an A in English, with two dots underneath. If we have two dots underneath here, or like three dots underneath here, it's an e sound. We've got a daled at the end. Don't get it mixed up for a resh, which is a reversed R. This is a daled, and you can see the difference because it's slightly different at the top right hand corner. There's no vowel on it, and it's at the end of the word, so we'll join it to the aleph before it. So the ed. We've got a yud, the smallest letter of the alphabet. It's got a line underneath. If you have a line underneath or a T underneath, like here, then it's an A sound. So you can ignore these two dots on the next letter, but we've got y, ya, ya. Then we've got an ayin, which is like an aleph, but it's got a harder sound. So it's an a, rather than a. And it's got a line underneath, so we've got ya, a, and then the biggest letter of the alphabet, the lamed, with three dots underneath. So it's a le sound. And the hey here is silent. A hey at the end of the word, when it doesn't have any vowels, is just silent. So we've got ya, a, le. Ya, a, le. Ya, a, le. Ya, a, le. Just a two-letter word here. We've got the mem, which is like an M for mummy, with one dot underneath, which makes it an I sound, so it's me. And we've got a final nun. That's the n sound. As it's at the end of the word, it's called a final letter, or a nun suffit. It's got no vowel, so we just include it with the mi sound. So min. We've got a hey and an aleph, and you should know by now that the T means it's an a sound. So we've got a h and an with an a sound. Ha, a, ha, a. A resh, rach, with a three dots underneath, which is a sound. If we've got three dots or two dots, it's an sound. So we've got a resh and reversed r. So it's a re. And we've got a tzadi tzofit. That means it's a tzadi, which is at the end of the word. Tzadi has a kind of a ts or a tz sound in English. So it's tz, a bit like when you hit a cymbal, I guess. And that joins together with the reish because there's no vowels around the tzadi. So we've got ha, a, re, ts, ha'aretz, ha'aretz. Ve'ed ya'aleh min ha'aretz. Ve'ed ya'aleh min ha'aretz. Ha'aretz. Now it's because it's a bit of a short verse today, we'll just go a couple of more words in. So we've got a vav with 2 dots underneath, like here. So it's a v sound. We've got 1 dot underneath the hey, h sound, but the dot underneath makes it he, like hi. So v, here. We've got a shin, and we know it's a shin rather than a sin because the dot is on the top right candlestick. If it were on the top left candlestick, it would be a s sound. But here it's a sh sound with 2 dots underneath. So it's an so it's sh. So we've got v, he, sh, and then we've got a kuf. Looks like a hey, but it's got a longer line which comes down. And it also has a t, which if you remember is what sound? Is an a sound with a k. So it's ka, and we've got a silent hey again. So v, he, sh, ka. Vihishaka, vihishaka, vihishaka. Got an aleph, which is an a sound with 3 dots underneath, which makes it e. So it's e, and it's joined onto the tuf, which doesn't have any vowels at all. So et, et. Got a kaf with a lamed, and this is slightly unusual, but you come across this word a lot, and it really, the difference in pronunciation really comes to do with how the T was originally pronounced, but isn't really so much in modern day Hebrew. So although this T would usually be an A sound, here it's O. And I can't think of many other words where you see it apart from this word. So we've got a kaf. If it didn't have the dot in the middle, it would be a chaf, a ch sound, but it's a k sound, like in cat. So ka, and we've got a lamed which joins in. So it looks like it's kal, but actually in this particular case, it's kol, and it means all. Got a pei. It's a pei rather than a fei because there's a dot right in the middle with 2 dots underneath. So it's p. Then we got a nun, and actually the yud are together. Nun is like an N, the yud is at the end of the word, so it will be a kind of like in play, where you don't really pronounce the Y. So it's a ne with the y, so it makes it neigh, like the noise a horse makes, because the nun and together with 2 dots underneath make a neigh sound. So it's per neigh, per neigh. And then once again, we've got a hey, like we've had a few times before, like with ha'aretz, with an a, it's a t, ha, a, da, ma, ha'adama, because we've got all of these are an a sound. We've got the t and the straight horizontal line. We've got a hey, aleph, daled, and mem. So ha, a, da, ma. So let's just read it again very, very slowly. Ve'ed ya'aleh min ha'aretz v'hishka et kol panei ha'adama. So if you've enjoyed this video, I strongly advise that you take a look at a book which is available on Amazon all around the world. Just do a search for Read Hebrew in just 90 minutes or Read Hebrew in 90 minutes. It's the book which I recommend, which can help you learn Hebrew really, really well. There's audio that comes with it as well, and you may even recognize the voice. So from Yerushalayim, shalom, lehitraot, and goodbye.